Hi.
Tyler, welcome to Minot Talk today. Great to have you on again.
It's a pleasure as always, Mr. Starr. I love to be here with you every Tuesday, every Thursday.
I would imagine. Yeah.
Should I recount my story that I just told you off air?
I was going to ask you what the biggest mistake in your life you've made is.
Oh, in my life? Oh, I don't know.
But, I mean,
maybe my work life. I could find you an answer about the one time I messed up at Petco when I was in charge of doing the inventory. It was unfortunate. Got like a triple-sized truckload. I got yelled at and accused of doing the job wrong on purpose, and I was like, "What are you talking about? You never told me how to do it right."
What are you talking about? Yeah. What are you talking about?
So Kyler quit.
Kyler the Canadian. What are you talking about?
You betcha.
What are you talking about?
What are you
I didn't. So you scanned all the items on the floor, but not the warehouse.
Yeah, I don't remember ever being taught and told to do every item in the warehouse. I just remember being told to do every item on the floor. And so lo and behold, when the stock truck came that week, it was like triple the size it was supposed to be.
How many trucks did they pull in?
One, but it was
just one truck,
packed in a half kind of thing. And
that's hilarious. So you guys had to build another warehouse.
It was probably, I don't know, because
you quit.
They yelled at me for doing it wrong on purpose, and I was like, "You didn't tell me how to do it right." And they're like, "Yeah, we did." And I'm like, "Well, screw this." There's more to it than that, but the surface level, yeah.
That's great.
That was my experience at Petco like 10 years ago.
Tyler of doing something wrong this morning. This is the story he whipped out.
Yeah.
So.
I've got a lot of stories.
No, I accused him of doing it wrong of sabotaging.
Yes, if you noticed on Facebook, we didn't have a thumbnail.
Straight sabotage.
But it's on YouTube, so I don't know what the deal. It's dumb.
Whenever I do it, it works.
Yeah, it worked for me on Tuesday.
Yeah, but on Tuesday you had us only on YouTube.
Well, that's why I'm not in charge of stuff. So, how you doing today, Jonathan?
Oh, I'm great, man.
Ready for a Thursday of fast-packed activities?
Let's talk about all the many things that happened.
There's
there was
a bunch.
Some devastation that happened. Not devastation, but bad deal that happened over in Surrey.
Yeah, there was a big house fire over there. Yeah, crazy thing. I had just left Surrey like a half hour before all that was going on. And
okay, guys, you have your suspect right there.
Whoa. Alibi. I bet you can see me leave the school on the cameras. Whoa. I was not at that part of town. Yeah, it was a horrible situation. It was a house fire out in Surrey.
It's a bad deal.
Big fire, too. It was a lot of smoke. I have a buddy that was out in Surrey, said he could see it all the way across town, but not like Surrey's a big town or anything either. But it looks like they got it taken care of pretty quickly. It didn't spread to any other homes, so big shout out to the Ward County Rural Fire Department and or Surrey Fire Department.
I read that everyone made it out safe, but there was some animals that did not. So that's always a bummer.
Horribly unfortunate, yeah. Never like to lose those pets. That's
very sad.
Those fur babies are never a good part to lose, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But Surrey, took care of the problem and got it resolved quickly. I know there's some video footage of it out and about. And
of course,
speaking of disaster, yesterday I saw there was a massive explosion in Mississippi at an anhydrous ammonia plant.
Yikes!
Yeah,
dude, there's been a few random explosions. And tell us about this one.
This was down in Mississippi. Okay, first off, the guy that did the commentary on the video,
legendary,
hilarious, iconic. It was gold. Yeah, but
made a terrible situation funny.
Yeah, the whole town was pretty much placed under lockdown, similar to what Minot was like 20 years ago.
And dangerous.
Yeah, you don't want to inhale that stuff. You could see it was during the day, of course, so you can see the cloud rising and expanding. It's kind of probably akin to what Minot would have seen, 20 some years ago had it been daylight when that occurred. Really crazy situation. On top of that, there was another.
This is the one I was going to pull out. There was an airplane that
you knew that's where I was going.
Exploded in Louisville.
Mm-hmm. Upon takeoff. Yeah. Have you seen some of
those? It was a UPS one, right? Yep. Somebody's not getting their package.
Quite a few people.
Yeah, well, my question was it something that someone loaded in a package, or was it actually the airplane?
Well,
do we know yet?
I guess not officially, but looking at the video, a couple videos I saw, one of them for sure from like the rear view of the plane as it was taking off. Yeah, it definitely had one of the engines on fire as it was taking off.
I didn't see that video. I just saw the one where it was crashing.
Like the video of the UPS truck.
The truck
semi-driver.
Yeah, he's like, what in the world?
That's what
he said. What in the world?
He did not. He said a bad word. But no, that was an incredible video. And since that plane was just on takeoff, it was full of fuel. It had like 20-some thousand gallons of jet fuel. So when it crashed, it just spread it all over.
Supposedly that's enough to take down a tower.
Not today. Not today. The incredible thing with that too, if they showed a clip of like the live radar over Louisville, and like the second it happens, you can see just a massive, what looks like a storm cloud kind of pop up over that area. That was insane.
Very, very big.
Yes, it was massive.
Very, very, very big and bad.
A lot of area affected by it. It was a crazy story there. That was in Kentucky, and that was on Tuesday night. I think that was.
Yeah,
we were live on Tuesday night as well.
It's not our fault.
I had fun with it. I appreciate everyone that did watch us live on Tuesday night. A couple.
We're on 36 days of government shutdown, though.
That's where we're at now.
New record.
Gosh, yeah, I did see that it got set yesterday.
36 days, 11 hours, 7 minutes, 36 seconds, because just like our debt, we have a clock for this.
A clock on it. I love it. See, my prediction was something happens this week, so...
Well, that's what some were saying after the elections, and then it'll happen. What they've been saying after every major event, then something will happen.
That's true. I've been saying after the like after November 1st, when a lot of benefits start going away and a lot of people start really feeling it. That was my prediction.
People are feeling it now.
Yep, we're seeing it around Minot. A lot of awesome situations with people stepping up around town. A lot of different food banks going.
Here we go. Theater and Streams is helping us out. Or Stream, sorry. Jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
Jet fuel isn't supposed to be able to melt steel beams. It's not. But hey, when there's a lot of counterweight pushing down or something. Who knows about the other building that like 6 hours later, that was never hit and just had some debris and fire in it that collapsed under demolition. They said they had to bring down, but it just collapsed.
Tucker
like
Carlson's under a lot of heat right now, right? He interviewed somebody that they did.
Who did he interview? I don't know this.
Go look it up. That's not what we're talking about.
Okay.
But
continue explaining.
He did a series on the 911, basically a 9/11 conspiracy of going into like.
Oh, was it the Nick Fuentes?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, okay.
But before this, he did a series on the 9/11 on YouTube. It's kind of interesting.
I might have to go watch that.
You might have to. He had a lot of people. Obviously, things can be skewed however you want them to be skewed, but it's kind of an interesting series.
Yeah, it's an interesting topic in general for people to go look up.
If definitely when there's obviously towers exploding from planes that planes never hit, it's always an interesting day.
Hey, there's a lot of interesting things and coincidences that went on with that whole story.
We are in the weeds today.
We are.
But we will slowly get out because there are stuff that happened in North Dakota.
We're going to climb our way out here. Do you want to start? Do you want to do like a city? Do you have anything?
There we go.
Okay,
Theater and Stream is just go to YouTube comments and read that one.
There you go. You want to talk about anything and everything? It's probably there.
Yeah. But yeah. All right. Go ahead.
Do you want to talk about anything that happened with City Council on Monday? Is there anything that was pretty? I think we wrapped it up with Rob. It was a short.
Yeah, the most interesting thing,
succinct meeting,
I think, is the changes to the traffic laws.
Yeah, I think that whatever happens with the Ward County and Minot City Council committee could be interesting, but nothing immediate will happen with that, anyways.
We'll find out how interesting that is in a couple months, years, decades.
Whenever it happens. Yeah. On top of that, you want to start locally or nationally then today?
Let's start nationally.
All right, yeah. So we'll pick up where we left off on Tuesday.
I know everyone's been just waiting for us to announce this. Jacob Frey won.
Yes, he did. Yep. That was where I was going to start.
Oh, you was?
Yep, okay. I was going to start in Minneapolis.
See, we're just on the same page today. It's crazy.
There's a connection here. So he did end up winning in Minneapolis. The St. Paul mayor's race was also called. Their mayor that was running for a third term ended up losing that re-election bid. Also in Minnesota, there were 2 state legislature seats open. Both of those, one was won by the Democrat, one was won by a Republican, pretty much as expected with that one. The only big national one, the national U.S. House race that I wanted to mention was in Texas in District 18.
This is also expected, though.
Yep. But
they didn't get the 50%.
That's the thing, because it was the way it was set up, how late it happened in the year. This was effectively a primary race, almost, you could say, on election day. So now, since no one got to a 50% margin, the top 2 vote getters will go to a runoff election, see who gets the majority at that point. Between Christian Menifee and Amanda Edwards down in Texas there. Outside of those ones, obviously, I think all the big ones were called the night of. Virginia, governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general all went blue, as well as New Jersey governorship. And the one that shocked me the most, I didn't at least expect the Virginia governor and lieutenant governor to go red. I thought they were both going to be blue. But the ones that were a little more surprising was the Virginia attorney general race. And not surprising in outcome, but in a margin of victory was the New Jersey governorship. I thought that one was going to be tighter than a 13-point bump.
Oh, I see.
Yep. Yeah. I thought it was going to be, maybe 5-6 point margin. I thought it was going to be closer. Yeah, this one, it was a blowout.
So is this a blue wave? Is this the beginning of a blue wave?
It's a very loud blue ripple for sure.
It's a blue ripple.
And I think it has the ability to turn into a wave next year, depending on how people
That's what would be expected.
Things. Yeah.
Because it's red's in office, so blue does well in midterms.
Oh, yeah. Historically, only like 3 or 4 times have presidents in a midterm sitting in office won a midterm election for their party. It's only happened, like Clinton did it once, W. Bush did it in 2002 after 9/11, speaking of, and I think FDR did it in like 34. Outside of that, I don't think many have won the first midterm after election.
It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But yeah, I think it definitely, I don't think it went well for red at all. I think they were anticipating it going better. Mm-hmm. They didn't go home like, we expected to lose all that. No, they probably anticipated winning the AG spot in Virginia, and they didn't, for sure.
I think that one for sure is the one that, and I think it probably was coming down to a toss up at the end, but I think the Republicans expected to win that one in Virginia. Right. And it is, as of right now, with 98% of the vote, it's about a 6-point gap. So
it's pretty dramatic.
Yep. Definitely not a great situation for them in that, but I think this kind of has a bigger picture nationally to where a lot of things, and we talked about this on Tuesday as well, just a lot of people are voting for the party rather than for the person, and I think that shows, especially when, as polarizing as he is, Trump is the leader of the Republican Party. You have people that love him and hate him, and so you're going to have people that vote against the party just because he's the one that's in charge, and vice versa. You have people that won't vote for a Democrat simply because they're a Democrat, and I think that's very telling of where we're at right now.
Yeah, for sure. So something else national is tariff just a funny way of saying tax?
Yes.
You know that UPS plane that crashed in Louisville?
Yes.
There was actually 12 that died from that.
Yikes. That number rose a lot over the...
That's pretty sad.
Yeah. I saw like 3, which I assume must have been the crew immediately. So that number has risen, unfortunately.
But anyways, is tariff a funny word for tax? And you're saying yes. Is that what the Supreme Court is going to decide?
Oh, that's right. They're hearing a case about something about tariffs. What is that? Can you explain it to us a little bit?
Probably not.
No. Okay, fair enough. I wasn't sure how much you've looked into it. I've seen the headline.
I haven't looked into it a ton, but basically that's what they're hearing out, is trying to figure out if the tariffs are something that
if Trump is able to pretty much do it by executive order, right?
Right, and if it's allowed. And so one of the questions that was asked by one of the justices to the Trump attorney was, is it a funny word? Not, he didn't say funny word, but is this just another tax that's being imposed? Mm-hmm. But if it's the one comeback that I have to that is this: if it's just a tax on the American people, because it's a tax, right? But the question is, who's it being taxed? Who's being taxed? Is it the countries that we're working with, or is it the American people? And if it's just the American people that are being taxed, then why are all the other countries concerned about it? And it's because they know that the prices are going to go up, or they're going to have to cut their margins. So you don't feel like it's a full-on, straight-up tax.
No, it's a very indirect tax towards the citizenry.
Right.
Yeah.
And so there is some effect that the citizens get to pay, but I feel like the people that are exporting their goods also have to pay a little bit as well.
They're taking that first hit, that first initial loss is going to them without a doubt.
But I think they can't just go and double their prices though.
Not all the time.
So they had to go and cut their margins a little bit. Yeah. And that's kind of the whole point of it though. If you go and buy into the ideology of Trump and what he's trying to say with it is their margins are better over there because they're going and getting cheaper manufacturing and all that. And he's trying to pull the job. In theory, I understand that this is a whole nother rabbit's hole that if rabbit's holes are even a thing that you can go down. But in theory, trying to get the jobs back, the manufacturing jobs back to the U.S. is a line of thinking on it.
One of the long-term goals of it, for sure. Yeah, possibilities of it. And I definitely understand the logic behind that, and I can't fully, argue against the possibilities of it. But I still don't think that you can argue that it's the American people don't feel a hit from the tariffs either. Yeah, and it might not be as massive as some people thought, maybe even as I thought initially. Right. But also it's
actually walked that back?
I'm not fully walking it back, but I'll walk it a little bit back. I don't think it's hammering us to the degree that thought it could have.
For sure. I'm just being dumb.
No. But on top of that, I just don't want to, I don't, how often do you see large multinational corporations like to cut their profit margins? It happens when necessary.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen anything double.
No, nothing's doubled. No, and I think that's the key to it. Like I think maybe some stuff's gone up a little bit, but nothing's gone up exponentially. And that was kind of, I think, where I was sitting earlier was that stuff was going to end up skyrocketing, especially by it's now November by this point for sure, I think. Yeah. I think like end of summer was kind of time frame I would have thought initially. So while it still is going to affect us, it's maybe not hitting to the same degree, but now how many other outside factors are.
Yeah, there's a lot of factors, and it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. Obviously, there's a ton of revenue that's been made from it. But it seems like that should be used for paying down that debt. Yeah, or give me money. No,
I'm not on board with that. I wasn't on board with the 2020 stimulus checks going out to people, so I'm not on board with the tariff stimuluses.
Well, when we're independently wealthy like you, then...
And that's the thing, I'm not, it's principle.
Yeah, he's not. I can confirm. He's not.
So...
But no, I agree. It would be really nice if it went towards the national debt. But now that the thing is it's really hard to pay off debt.
Well, I was going to say there's a flip side to this too, because you say a ton of money, which it is. It's like hundreds of billions of dollars. But $250 billion compared to $38 trillion, it's nothing.
Well, yeah, but I thought that the amount that's been raised is getting close to $1 trillion.
It probably is by now.
But the thing is with it is if it is put towards the debt, it just basically balances the budget.
Yeah, they're using the tariffs income revenue as a buy down onto the debt payments.
Yeah, right. To make it where we don't increase our debt, but not to actually pay it down.
Yeah, it pretty much makes it a net even kind or a net neutral.
Because I believe like in 3 months. I believe it's like in 3 months. The debt went up by $1 trillion. Saw a Halloween picture of Rand Paul from 2008.
Oh,
when he.
Baby Rand.
Yeah. Well, he goes and his wife's dressed up. I don't remember how. But he's dressed up simply with a red shirt that says, I think 10T, the dollar sign. And he's really scary because he's the national debt at $10 trillion.
That's when his dad was running for president.
In 2008.
Yeah.
And now we're triple that.
Yep. Yay.
It's ridiculous.
We can do it.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
Less than 20 years, heck, $1 trillion a year, pretty much. More than that, but...
Yeah.
On other national news front that relates back to North, and do you have anything else broadly you want to? Okay.
You're good. Let's go.
That relates back to North Dakota. We had the EPA administrator, Lee Zeldin, in North Dakota yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
He was down in the Capitol, and he was doing a press conference with Governor Armstrong.
He wore a suit.
He didn't. You're right. He just wore a zip up.
Right.
A quarter zip.
Yeah.
He didn't even have the collar
popped.
Yeah, he had it popped.
Okay.
Yeah, he had it up. But sorry, off topic there. They were announcing.
No. It's not off topic. Why didn't he wear a suit?
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, why was his collar popped?
That's off topic. That's not as important. Why didn't he wear a suit? Probably still not important, but it is kind of interesting.
He probably was flying to a bunch of states or something, and this was just a stop in the road, so he was dressing comfortable.
Government shutdown, but not him.
No, never. Not Lee Zeldin. He's
and not his plane.
Probably not. Clearly
he
not.
Walked.
I was going to say clearly not. What am I talking about? Problem. Speaking of that, before we get into this, on Friday, it sounds like the FAA is going to start rolling back. A lot of flights around the country where you're going to have less coverage for air traffic controllers.
Major airports.
Yeah, that's going to start.
It's not a great time to fly right now.
No, it's heading into one of the busiest travel times of the year, too, right now. So that's never great.
The thing is what I mean by not a great time to fly, if you're down air traffic controllers, we haven't had great history when we've been full staffed recently.
It's true.
So it's not a great time to fly.
It's fair. It's fair. a lot of weird things going on.
Yeah,
some of those planes. But hey, sometimes they just start
open.
Yeah. I think that would help, especially coming up with the peak travel season. But back to Lee Zeldin, he was here in the state, and they put a coal waste regulation into this pretty much North Dakota's own discretion. This was a national, concept that's been around for a while. Now, in the new administration, they're pretty much starting to give this back to the states a little bit. They're saying you have to keep the regulations and you have to promise to keep the regulations in place, but we'll allow you to govern effectively what you want to do underneath them. So the whole goal of this is to regulate the handling of waste that comes from coal burning power plants, which we have, a dozen or so of them across the state. Mm-hmm. And some things that can be made from these are like different kinds of ash that can be recycled into like concrete wall, different kinds of like plaster, things like that.
Okay.
And so if we're able to make those here, fly ash is also a potential source of rare earth minerals that can come from it. So one of those things that allowed the state to be a little bit more independent, help out our own personal energy infrastructure here, keep a lot of things in-house, hopefully similar to what, eventually maybe a decade plus down the road could happen with the North American Iron plant here in Minot, where it starts out as a processing plant. Hopefully, eventually you could also add a manufacturing plant into it as well.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Got an email from United saying my flight could potentially be canceled. They said in the email, flights between hubs wouldn't be affected and long international flights wouldn't be affected.
Okay. So any of your, anything going from Minot to Minnie or Minot to Denver, probably not going to be bad. But if you're connecting between like Denver, Minneapolis, and like Atlanta or New York, something like that, those may be the ones you're going to have
busy
issues
airports,
with. Yeah. You might have longer layovers kind of thing to start with.
Very, very good there. But yeah, interesting stuff there on the EPA and how that could affect North Dakota.
So yeah, big press conference down at the Capitol with the EPA administrator, Governor Armstrong, Congresswoman Fedorchak. I don't think I saw either of the senators there, but I could be wrong in the pictures I saw. And it was always interesting to see national figures come to North Dakota.
On Monday.
I
had an interview, and at the end of the interview, I said something. I think it's a pretty good sentiment. And so basically, we'll watch this right now. See what your guys' take on it is. But you can go to festivtrees.com. That's where you're going to find the dates, the times, the full schedule. We've already mentioned them. It's Friday and Saturday, week before Thanksgiving, November 21st and 22nd. But you can buy your tickets. You can be part of the auctions. Experience all that there. Show up one day with the family. Have a good time. Get your family photo.
Yep.
Stop by the petting zoo. Go run.
Hang with Buddy the Elf.
Get a photo with Santa, Mrs. Claus.
Yep.
Go run. Make sure. Yeah. Maybe I can get Kyler.
Maybe you need to be the run. Maybe you need to do the run.
Maybe. Yeah. I might be able to get Kyler to show up. to co-host sometimes, and he and I can dress up, and I have a reindeer suit.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, love to see it. Mm-hmm.
I don't love to see it, but yeah. We can show up and be part of a 5K. If Kyler does it, I'll do it. So that'd be a blast. So no, it's a great time. I look forward to it. Yeah. So I said, I have a reindeer suit. I would run in the 5K at the Festival of Trees. But the stipulation is that the co-host, Kyler, has to.
Huh. So tell us a little bit about the Festival Trees.
Yeah, so first off, you can go to festivtrees.com and you can learn a lot more, but it's an event that happens a week before Thanksgiving. It gets you in the frame of mind mindset for Christmas. There's a small door admission fee, but there's petting zoos. You can go take a picture with Santa. There's bounty castles, bunch of family friendly things to do there.
What time's it start?
It's a blast. Why is that important to you?
It's on a Saturday, right?
Yeah, I think the 5K begins. I haven't even gone to the 5K yet.
Sorry, I'm skipping ahead.
You're so paranoid about this 5K. I haven't even gone there yet. So kids are free, $5 admission for adults. Okay, so on November 21st, it opens at noon, and there's raffles. There's the North Pole Play Zone. There's Tea in the Trees. There's family photo booth. You can literally go get your family photo taken there. There's dueling pianos, which is always a good time.
Those are great. I've heard nothing but good things about those guys.
And then that night, there is a dinner and live auction. Sounds like something you should go to. And then on Saturday, there's a silent auction that's continuing. Silent auction begins at the beginning of the week.
Sure.
Holiday shop is open again. There's a raffle row that's open again. There's this North Pole Play Zone that's open again. There's wagon rides. There's, disappointing. There's wagon rides. There's live music. There's a Follow the Star. There's petting zoo. There's pony rides. There's family photo booth.
Hold on. I can ride a pony?
You can't, but kids can.
That's just lame. No, a pony wouldn't want me to ride on it.
That's right. There's dashing through the snow.
In a one-horse open sleigh?
Where you could, if that's what you chose to do.
Over the fields will go?
If you want to.
Laughing all the way?
You probably won't be. Yeah. So dashing through the snow, where you get to dress up as whatever you want. You can dress up as a runner if you'd like. Whatever you want to do. And you get to run in a 5K.
Oh, that's this. What time does that begin? Does it have
bad news?
What time?
It begins later than what I thought. I thought it was first thing in the morning.
When is it?
It's at noon.
Ooh, I might not be able to make it. I have clients on Saturday afternoons.
I know. I realize this. That's why I'm very disappointed right now.
If it was in the morning,
whatever.
I'm not saying I would have done it. I'm saying all I would have had to do is make sure my boss doesn't care that I don't come in at like 9 a.m. to make sure, people don't die checking into their karate classes, which that's normally not an issue. But if it's at like noon, I got clients at 1. That's going to be a tough one. Yeah. I don't know.
You can run a 5K in under an hour.
Woo!
And with that, we're going to go to break. We'll be back right after this, talk more state stuff and city stuff that's going on around mine.
In the demanding world of oil and gas, precision, safety, and efficiency are non-negotiable. Unmanned operator drone services revolutionizes how you monitor, inspect, and manage your operations. With cutting-edge technology and expert operators, we deliver real-time data, detailed reports, and actionable insights for our valuable clients. Why risk the safety of your team or waste precious time? Our drones access even the most challenging areas with ease, reducing downtime and enhancing safety across your sites. We take the guesswork out of your projects by offering LiDAR, mapping, and inspection services so that your projects stay safe, on budget, and on time. Unmanned operator drone services, where technology meets safety, precision, and efficiency. Contact us today to elevate your operations. Yes, pun intended.
Enjoy
enjoy Minot's finest authentic Mexican cuisine with a view at Mi Mexico. The rooftop patio is open and ready for you to enjoy a margarita or other cool refreshment along with genuine mouth-watering Mexican entrees. Mi Mexico, South Broadway.
Hi.
All right, so we did look online, and there's something else, and we talked about this on the podcast. That podcast with Amanda Olson, who is the chair for this great event, is going to release tomorrow. But they also have a 1 mile family fun run walk where you embark on a unique, festive, amazing race style challenge during this 1 mile run walk. And at various stations, participants will complete challenges like trivia, festive tasks, etc. to progress. Rally your team and get ready for an exhilarating experience. Kyler soft committed to this one as long as scheduling works.
I'm going to, if I can get my client at 1 to go back to like 2, I'll do this one.
Yeah.
I'll
but you got to dress up for it then.
Sure. I don't have issues with dressing up.
Yeah.
I love putting on a costume and going all out. If I do it, I'll go all out. Yeah.
We don't need to go back to that.
Well, I just want to see you dressed up.
Yeah, I might wear a reindeer suit.
What? Wait, what? I'm not wearing it unless you wear it.
I said I might wear a reindeer.
Might. I thought you said I'm not. I was like, oh, your horse is here.
No, honestly, I have scheduling problems at noon that day too. But we'll get them all figured out, and it'll work.
We'll let you guys know one way or the other on like next Tuesday or Thursday.
Yeah, but you should definitely go to festivetrees.com.
Make sure to
check it all out.
Yep.
And see if there's something that
they do some great work. They have great programs going on. Really fun entertainment and atmosphere goes on there.
Just the family photo alone.
Yeah, it's worth it.
All right. Next up on the news.
It's my turn. I'm ready. So everyone, entrepreneurs, business owners in North Dakota, get ready if you're just starting up your business and get ready to apply for the Innovate ND grant through the North Dakota Department of Commerce.
The Commerce Department is at it again.
They sure are. They've got another grant out and about. The grant process is open from...
What is this for again? Like, break this down. Can you? Do you have a
little
description?
Bit? Yeah, I can. So the goals of the program from the Commerce websites itself: grow the entrepreneurial ecosystem in North Dakota and enhance economic development and economic diversity in the state. Every time I hear economic development now, it just...
You don't like that word as much?
No,
anymore.
I don't dislike it. It's just it's like it's tainted. It's like 6-7 or something. Educate and assist participants in the lean business model canvas, value proposition, and customer identification. Assist participants to validate their product and market by tracking metrics such as investment sales or customer interviews. Support the development of new innovative businesses with clear potential for primary sector certification. So if you feel as if your new upcoming business fits into any of those boxes, feel free to apply through the commerce.nd.gov. You'll be offered up to $25,000 in reimbursements and up to another $25,000 following that first stage's completion.
The part that's interesting to you is not the fact that there's grants open, I'm guessing.
This one's not that bad.
Because it's for entrepreneurs.
Yeah. This one seems like it could be not bad. I've seen some tough ones come from the Commerce Department in the past. This one's not that bad.
Gotcha. You're fine spending your money on this one.
Not especially, but it's a lot better that this is getting doled out to multiple people instead of like $600,000 going to one production company.
That happens.
It did, yes. Check out Matt Fern, $740,000 question on YouTube.
Yeah.
Great series. But
did you enjoy it?
I did. We did an interview with him as well.
You did.
You can check that out as well on our YouTube.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Just anything they do right now, it just makes me nervous.
So you need, the following supporting documentation will be needed. A pitch deck, so you got to pitch your business to them. A business plan, which is helpful to have when you are starting a business. And a business model canvas, but that part is optional. Applications are reviewed for completeness and eligibility. Eligible applications are scored based on the following criteria: business plan and innovation, founding team qualifications and readiness. Wait, I'll get back to that. Market opportunity and customer validation, North Dakota impact and alignment with program goals, milestones and work plan. So one of the key things people are scored on are your founding team's qualifications and readiness. I mean, that one, I mean, in theory and on the surface, that's okay. That's not bad.
Why is this bad?
It's not necessarily bad. It raised an alarm bell a little bit.
I saw that, but I want to know what the alarm bell is.
Well,
You feel like it's subjective?
I'll speak plainly. Yes. I feel as if it could be, used to misrepresent the qualifications of people applying and could be given to people that are potentially friendly to the ones that are doling out the grants.
Because it seems like it's just a concern of like you're going to go start a auto body shop.
You got to be qualified to be a mechanic.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the surface of it.
Right.
But I feel like...
It's like that would be a good thing.
Yes, I don't disagree with that. But founding team qualifications and readiness, I just feel like that is open for a little bit of subjectivity.
They probably have an actual scoring model.
They do. Right? It's probably like a whole spreadsheet.
Yeah.
It's a whole 9 yards.
So it's
probably has a lot of...
not as subjective as it sounds.
No, not at all. But as I read that aloud in the moment, that definitely caught my eye.
We saw that. Application has already opened. Deadline is November 26th. We'll follow it. We'll see what happens once it's given out. Looks like there's a few rounds of applications.
On top of that as well, a commissioner for the North Dakota Ethics Commission was selected.
Oh, they finally got.
They got
done
one.
Here.
Well, they still need to get two more, but they agreed on one finally. So there is she was appointed. Yep, I believe on Monday or maybe even over the weekend. And I forgot to mention it on Tuesday. But
what a guy.
She has
Either way, you forgot to mention it.
Yep, she has been appointed, and we have now 2 vacancies left on the Ethics Commission. And I once again apologize and regret not filling out the secondary portion of that application, so I could just gripe the whole way through, but I can't. So here we are. I can just talk about it.
Unbelievable.
Third party. Anything else statewide you want to? No. Actually, I have one.
You have one.
There's an update in the Daniel Breijo case. Minot Daily News posted a story this morning about it. The headline was North Dakota broadcaster seeks to quash subpoena in Breijo's murder case.
Oh, wait. So what, you got to give the background of the subpoena. We never mentioned that.
No, that's where I was just going to, was going to say, whoa, what is that? So this means, Beck TV and their CEO, Derek Balawa, have been subpoenaed for different, communications that they've had with, the lady that they interviewed, JB. Well, in the article, everything's still stated as JB because of the Marcy's Law. But I mean, she went on and did public.
It's clearly talking about her, and the name was not hid in their interviews.
Yes, but also in theory, in that she waived her own right to do that, doing so. So they are subpoenaing Beck TV for communications that they've had regarding that interview. And Beck is going back and saying that, hey, this shouldn't be happening. This is a fishing expedition from the, state's attorney's office, whoever it may be. And see, the scary thing, and I don't even want to speak it out loud to speak it into existence, is...
But you're going to?
Something, well, I'll give you a parallel. Back in the early 90s, during a very famous trial against O.J. Simpson, one of the key witnesses in that trial, who gave her testimony on stand, then went and did a TV interview and gave, said her story over TV. Because she did that, I'm not sure of the exact legal ramifications as to why it happened, but because she did that, her testimony was thrown out, and it was theoretically a key testimony that would have placed OJ, if not there, at least a lot closer to there than it was at the time. I really hope something similar doesn't happen with this.
Yeah. No, I agree. There's some very sad things that could happen from the whole deal that would just try to make everyone move on. But that, I think there's a lot of people that would be very nervous if everything just moved on.
Yep. I really, really hope that we aren't looking at this 6 months from now and saying, man, I wish that plea deal would have gotten taken.
Yeah.
That is, I think, worst case scenario in the outcome of this at this stage.
Yeah.
A request for a hearing regarding the motion to quash has been filed, but a date has not yet been set based on court records as of probably late last night.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting thing to follow. Maybe we should actually show up to court one day.
Maybe. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Just wander in there, be like, hey, it's me, Kyler.
No, that's not what actually I was meaning. I mean, like when the hearing was there, if it was a public one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, it probably would be a good thing. Prudent. That was I was going to say prevalent, but I'm like, that's the wrong word. Prudent for us to hang out at the courthouse a little more.
Yeah, probably. Good morning, Marie.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know. Very, very interesting, to say the least. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It is, like you just said, it's very concerning, and you hope that there's nothing more that comes from it. But it's definitely
we'll continue following it for a fact.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of people are following this one, in that it's a very weighty case, and
another interesting comparison note to mention. Jenny didn't only do interviews with Beck TV. She also did an interview with KMOT. But there was no...
And that's assuming that the JB mentioned and this is referring to her.
That is, yes. That is assuming that JB is Jenny Babcock, and that Beck, they are referring to the series that Beck did from early this year.
That appears to be apparent in the article.
Yeah. And if it's not, I mean, I don't know what the heck's going on anymore. But
yeah, we've all been there.
That's one other, I guess, any final thoughts on that one?
I have a lot of thoughts, but the words don't really come to mind to very well describe them. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
WT.
Yeah, don't say that.
Heck.
But I just don't know. There's so many questions that come to mind. Mm-hmm. Why are we in this position? Mm-hmm. And whose fault is that? And I'm not even saying that when I say whose fault, I'm not even saying that's Beck's fault. No. Like, as a news organization, you're going to take the news that you can get. Yeah. And so that's but on the other hand, you don't want to go so far that you actually do mess up judicial process. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know.
You can only hope that's not the case, and have to keep watching to see where this goes. We'll keep watching the court docket, keep always following along. Charles Crane does a great job with Minot Daily News. If you guys haven't seen some of his articles, he does a phenomenal job. Make sure to check it out. And on top of that, I've got one other, one Ward County local-ish story.
One thing to lead us home.
I don't know if it was the end of last week or like Monday, but Kenmare, chief of police, resigned. Effective, at the very least, I think it was effective at the end of October. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, now that I remember. Wow. So he resigned at the end of October, and Kenmare had a one-person police station. It was just him. So now that he resigned, there's no one to step up, take the chief job, even as an interim role. So because of that, the Ward County Sheriff's Department is going to be stepping up and giving some extra patrol duties to the town of Kenmare. Not like...
It's bad, though.
Yeah. Not a great situation. I don't know. I don't know what Kenmare's police department generally runs at. If it's, it might be 2 or 3 kind of thing. But I can say Surrey for a fact has, I believe, either 2 or 3 full-time and 1 or 2 part-time. I don't know how they switch it up now. But back in the day, they used to have 3 full-times and 2 part-times. But now Kenmare is down to none, so Ward County stepping up and helping out the job. Shout out Ward County Sheriff's Department, doing all of the work throughout the entirety of the county, even up in the corner box that Kenmare is in Ward County. Love to see it, and hopefully going forward, I know the applications are open, so if you want to be chief of police out in Kenmare and you remotely qualify, you should definitely go look into applying for that. They need some help up there. But yeah, Kenmare is... it's the county so-called
if you want to be chief of police,
square. Yeah.
So you're chief of police of yourself.
That's just you. That would be, I'm not going to say that. So that is an unfortunate situation for Kenmare, but again, big shout out to the Ward County Sheriff Department, Sheriff Rude. He said quote in an article here, small communities with small departments rely on us to help them out, and the communities with no police departments, we've always been their police department. So for now, at least Kenmare is fitting into that box as well.
Very good.
One other story that I forgot until literally we were talking about hiring new positions. Bismarck State College is bringing back their football program for the first time in like almost 50 years, I think.
No way.
Yep. What are they called? Is it the Bismarck State Mystics? Yeah.
Yeah, so... I heard that there's this guy who had this incredible defense out in Surrey at their junior high program. And I was just curious if maybe that guy was going to apply next step in the coaching career.
No. Always, what's the worst they're gonna say? No. Oh shoot! I got 1 year coaching experience now, baby. I'm ready to roll. Never know. Well, you got to shoot your shot, right?
Bro, yeah.
You don't make a shot, you don't shoot. That's not it at all. But, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's the quote. That's the actual quote, folks.
I mean, at the end of the day, the Dallas Mavericks have Nico Harrison as their GM, and he definitely shouldn't be in that role. So
he's cheeks. So I mean, if he's doing
he's
that,
trading away all the star players.
But hey, they got the first pick. But
yeah, and we're not even sure about him yet.
Yeah, it's still early. Yeah, but
it's so funny.
Maybe I'll apply for the Bismarck State College football position just to see if they'll even give me a reply of saying no. Or
you don't want to have regrets on that. You have regrets on the ethics commission. You don't want to have regrets on the Bismarck.
I gotta at least send it out.
Yeah.
Don't know what it'll take or what it'll be, but hey,
you probably have to have a degree minimum, and you might even have to have a master's.
There's a good chance.
Like physical education.
Let's be honest. Also, this is a college coaching position. There's probably going to be people that want it. It's not like it's an obscure middle school coaching job somewhere in the state that they're struggling to find people to help
middle
with.
School, he goes from junior high to middle school.
It's the same thing.
It is.
Just wanted to make it feel like I wasn't talking about mine.
Yeah.
And on that note,
what,
do you have anything else?
What a note that is. No, not much else. I think that pretty much covers everything and a little bit more.
Jonathan just released an interview, I think it was yesterday, that he did with Brecca Kramer. Make sure you guys check that out.
Reels dropping on that. We still have the interview with Fry that will be coming, Chief Fry, that will be coming out very soon. We have the interview with the Festival of Trees. But this coming Tuesday, I'm excited about this one.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday.
You're looking forward to Tuesday?
Tuesday. Norbert was looking forward to Tuesday.
Oh, I see.
If any of you get that reference, shout out.
Having Jeff Hyder on to talk development in Minot.
That's awesome.
It is awesome because this is a huge topic as we're seeing some massive projects that are going to expected to take place in the next couple of years, and we're being told that, hey, it's pretty much impossible to develop houses in Minot right now because of land issues, not enough land or not enough developed land. Yeah. So we got to get the land developed so we can start developing houses again at a larger scale. That would actually take care of the influx of residences that will be coming into the area. Going to be very interesting interview with him to talk about this. I do too. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be very informative. So I encourage people to join us on Tuesday to talk about that. Yeah. Ask your questions. We'll throw them at them.
Yeah, drop them in the comments here, or obviously on Tuesday when we're live. Definitely drop the comments down below. We'll try to get them added in as we're going through.
I'll tell you what, we got the most emails, because you can email us at info@mydecoding.com. Stuff. We got the most emails when we were in the process of, maybe not the most, but we got a lot of emails when we were ramping up production to cut Kyler's hair.
Stop. You know what? At least if I can, it drove engagement.
It drove emails.
It did. I will say that. So shout out to everyone that cares about my hair and now the lack thereof. So
yeah, if we need to see that clip again, we can. But
we can always show it.
We won't break it out.
I know. I did have. I had someone ask me about it. They missed it. They must have missed the episode that we did.
Yeah, we need to just release it on Facebook.
Probably, unfortunately.
So yeah,
we'll do that probably, maybe.
Awesome.
On that note, I'm settled.
Yeah, this has been a podcast. So appreciate you all for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe. Join us on YouTube, Facebook. You guys have been so supportive, and it's very much appreciated. Really do appreciate the support that we get from the Minot community and throughout the state. Thank you for watching this episode. We'll be back this Tuesday.
Wait. What's happening in March here that we didn't talk about, that we found out Tuesday night?
Yeah.
We can't now. It's too late. But
kind of a big deal.
I know.
And I actually did a good outro.
I know you did. And it came to me literally right then. I'm disappointed.
I talked about it. I thought about it earlier. I did. In March of 2026, the Republican State Convention is coming to Minot.
Yes. And if you saw us live on Tuesday with State Rep Jared Hendricks, we found that out.
What was interesting is I got emails on that. There was comments felt like we were the last to know, but then I went and Googled and I didn't find anything out there online. So I'm not sure exactly how that worked. But it is happening in March at the North Dakota State Fair Center. We're going to do something special for it. We don't know what yet. If you have ideas, let us know. We're excited about it.
Yeah, we're going to do something. And if the Dem one's here too, we'll have that be a blast as well. Yeah. I haven't seen where that one's at though.
Don't know where that one's at yet. But yeah, we'll talk about that more in the coming weeks. But if there's anything that you guys want to see specifically happen with that convention, with the access that will be available, because a lot of key players will be in the Minot area, let us know. We'll try to make it happen. But do want to say thank you for watching this episode again. If you want to hear my outro, just rewind like a minute and watch it again. Thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day.